What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Yes! Yes, I did it! Yeah, baby! Take that, Spitwads! I'm turning heel.
Hey, Andy, did you push your button?
No. That's not what happened.
Oh, it's not?
No,
No.
but I pushed this button.
Jason reached
and I
over.
held it down, suckers.
Jason reached over
I didn't
and
even see it.
I started an amazing legendary scat, and Jason reached over and pushed the mute button in his effort to get rid of
now,
the
man.
scat.
Here's the dilemma.
I know, you have it.
I can unmute it in post if we want, and it'll be there. Or we can let Jason's shenanigans ride.
See, the thing is I didn't even
that's
hear myself
funny.
scat.
No, I couldn't hear it either.
Yeah, it was.
And it was, I bet it was amazing.
It was.
I have no idea.
It was amazing, Andy.
We'll have to make a decision because it basically at this point in the show,
Oh, the people are big mad. People are big mad at me.
they've either heard it because we put it in, because he's got it.
Or do we just play it now? You know what I mean?
I don't think
In
you can
post.
do that. Oh, you mean right here?
Right here.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Whoa, that was so great.
Jason trying to ruin
That
the scat
is-
for everybody.
What
I think we need-
goofster.
We
I
really,
mean, look. The scat itself is not going to go away. The scat itself to intro the show is absurd. It's stupid. It's usually bad. And I just get to have my fun with it for a week or two. That's it. Don't worry about it, fam. We're good. It's totally not going away.
all I did was feel the guilt that I hadn't pushed the button before the show started, and Mike immediately
That's
thought
what I
that
thought
I had
happened.
messed it up.
And that would have been way funnier.
Then Jason sabotage.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
That's all right.
Spitballers
That was
episode
pretty funny, too.
320. Would you rather? That's a great question. We're drafting the worst ways to wake somebody up. So, what devious plans that you have concocted to wake somebody up in the morning? Which, look, we all have teenagers. Which, look, waking a teenager up, I might need to use 3 or 4 of these.
Oh yeah, I mean there is, and you'll do it 3 or 4 times each morning. You'll wake them up once.
That's the worst part of it. I don't mind waking somebody up one time.
No, that's
8,
fine.
8 times is too much.
Yeah, I can't stand when I have to get up to wake them up. And it's like, I didn't want to get up this early, but I know you need to be up this early, and you're not going to. I woke up to wake you up, and then I come back later, and you're back asleep.
Bro, the worst. The absolute worst. Like,
Don't go back to sleep.
no. Oh, not much makes me as furious as the child has gone back to sleep.
What? I'll get ready.
Which, to be fair to it, I can't even tell you how many times I did that as a
Of course,
teenager.
that's what you do.
I just want to be forthright.
If you invent a bed that literally goes from horizontal to fully stood
You're
up,
talking about the Jetsons.
is that what they did?
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's right.
The bed
and then
goes
they
up and dumps them
fall.
right into the
But
shower.
if the bed moved up over a 5-minute period, there's no way to fall back asleep there.
That's genius, Andy.
Just fully stand the bed up so they get knocked out.
They do the things
Yeah.
with like the lights where it's like the light alarm
Yeah.
clock and it'll just kind of brighten up that doesn't. My kids could sleep through me shining a light right in their face.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
can't sleep standing up. That is brilliant, Andy.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think we've got some good ideas on bad ways to wake people up on today's show when we get there. Let's start here, though.
Would you rather?
Chuck from the website. To save your life, would you rather have to catch a 15-plus yard reception in the NFL against an NFL cornerback, or
Now,
make
just hold on.
Okay. What's next?
make contact with an MLB baseball pitch and make it to first base?
and make it to first
In
base.
both cases,
one of those
you
is
only get 5
It's
attempts.
that is for us. You can disagree, but if you disagree with me, you're 100% wrong.
okay.
Give us 5 chances against a Major League Baseball pitcher, we will go 0 for 15.
Yes.
There is no chance that you're that an
Just
unskilled
fastballs,
player,
though?
It doesn't matter.
No, let them. They're pitching what they want.
Sure, you can go and say, okay, I know a fastball is coming down the center.
If you
right
give
in the
me
middle,
15 pitches down the center, I will hit the ball.
No, you will not.
I 100%
You
will hit the
will
ball.
not.
I've done it in cages.
You've hit a 90-mile-an-hour ball?
I've made contact. I fouled it off.
You have to make it to first, bro.
I realize that. I'm just saying, like,
No.
your brain does speed up. You can swing earlier.
The hardest thing
I
in
can't
sports is hitting a ball.
out-athlete a cornerback, though.
No, there's no way you can out. I mean, you see these
I
NFL.
guess I could
You can cheat though.
by pushing them?
Yeah, you can try and get away with something. You're
I
not,
do think
you're
it's
not
more,
hitting a ball.
It's probably more likely because NFL quarterbacks, while they are hyper athletic, they are shorter than me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is a chance that they tip the ball and I catch it off a tip,
Yes.
And
or I poke them in the eye and I grab the football.
you've also got the box out position. Like, I've got some meat on me. I've probably got weight on the cornerback, so I could maybe do the Antonio Gates turnaround and just rifle it in here
Box it
5
out.
times and hope I can. I will have 0 separation.
I still think that's more likely than 5 attempts at a pitch.
I
I'm not hitting 5 attempts.
So I know you played baseball, Andy. I
Right.
never played such a boring game, other than like in grade school when you were forced to stand in the outfield and do nothing, and then sit in the dugout when you've got the ball and do nothing.
Quick
But-
sidebar, though.
yeah.
How many sports are you terrible at, therefore call boring?
I don't know if I'm bad at baseball. I just didn't play it.
okay.
I
All right.
would probably be excellent. But I would imagine that if I were to face an MLB pitcher, forget making it to first, because now we got to deal with sprinting, and that's not my jam. I think it would take me 100 pitches to hit a ball. Like if they were really trying, really, really trying to. I mean, I believe I would do as good a job if my eyes were closed. I'm timing it up, just going like, if someone told me when to swing, and they just say, okay,
Did you
try
play,
it now.
You played softball, right, with us? Did you
No.
play? Oh, no.
Mm-mm.
No. Oh, you just don't play. You just don't play that sport.
I don't.
Slow pitch softball is very fun.
Oh, I'll bet that is much more fun. Than,
I've asked the AI overlords. This was the prompt. What is the normal batting average for an MLB hitter? This is a professional baseball
Average? Let me try to guess it.
Okay, the normal or average batting average for an MLB hitter tends to fall around
240 to 260.
240 to 250.
Okay.
Which means a professional
who spent their whole life.
1 in 4.
they spent their whole life training and getting ready. Can do it 25% of the time.
This is why I added the nuance though of like, is he throwing fastballs down the middle? Because a baseball player, when they take batting practice with fastballs down the middle, they don't bat 240. They bat about 900. So if you just went to a batting cage and set it to 90 and gave me, or us, I believe you too, and you gave us 25 swings, I think you'll get one.
Yeah. If it's just fastballs down the middle, I'm
a
talking
foul
about.
tip. I'll give you a foul.
If you
tip.
close your eyes, you will not.
Did you see the one where the guy from Dude Perfect was like he tried to hit?
I think I saw some of that.
I did not.
Batting practice.
Yeah, batting practice, tried to hit a major league pitcher and basically do this, and he did. So,
but he's all you're like the main guy with the beard.
Yeah.
He's a perfect dude.
He's able to. He's like a super sneaky, really, really good athlete.
I'll, if you give me more than 5 hits,
I would
I'll
love
hit one.
to go to the cage and put it at 90 and see how you do.
Oh, he is confident that I will fail.
I would.
I
think I would be on your side. I think on a batting cage that's.
I mean,
just
I need a few minutes
balls.
to speed things up
Sure.
in my head.
Yeah.
But,
I don't think I could stand there. Like, I don't think I could swing. Forget
you
swinging.
will get tired swinging.
No.
your
oh
bat.
no, he means being intimidated by the speed.
I think when that ball is coming at me, my back is turning, and that ball comes fast. Did you see that?
It's possible. It is
Dude,
scary.
I can't even 90. I could not imagine
That's
that
fast.
thing
I mean,
coming
it's
at you.
fast. Larry,
How fast are bullets? Like that's
not how fast are
They're
bullets?
faster than 90.
yeah.
They can go like 100 yards in a second.
Well, much faster than a baseball is a serve from a tennis player.
Yeah, but there's a lot more distance
It's
there.
like
right?
160 miles an hour. So,
it's soft.
500 feet per second is a bullet speed.
I need an
Okay.
MPH.
yeah.
How fast are bullets in miles per hour? 409 to 7,200.
Wait, 409 to
409
7,000?
to 2,727.
Even that's
That's
quite
still,
the range.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'd rather get hit by the 2,000.
good night.
Yeah.
All right. Larry from the website, would you rather get 4 hours of continuous sleep or 8 hours of sleep, but you wake up for 5 minutes every hour, then drift back to sleep? So I think there's two
Kinda
questions
what I do
here.
right
one,
now.
one is which is actually better for you, and the second one is which is more annoying. I feel like you're never going to feel rested with just 4 hours.
Do you?
But I would feel rested.
How long does it take to REM? How long do you have to be asleep for that?
I don't think you have to be asleep that long to REM.
No, I don't think you have to
No?
be. Probably 30 minutes. You can rim around there. You're not going to. You're going to have, if you wake up every hour, the combination of REM and deep sleep will be crushed. But you're probably still better getting 8 hours of sleep where you wake up every 5 minutes.
I think so. I mean, do you sleep through the night?
No.
I don't sleep through the night.
No, I wake up
I have a
many
wake
times.
up like probably once or twice.
Yeah.
It's either a bathroom break, it's I'm sweaty, because we try to crank. Someone fix this problem for me, by the way. Give me the solution to this.
Okay.
Okay.
This is my
That's
newest.
what we're here for.
This is my newest 40 and over problem. It's healthier to sleep with colder temperatures. This
Yeah.
is proven.
Yeah.
It's great.
So we crank it down a little bit. Now we don't go crazy, but it's a few degrees down, and so it's very, very cold. The air is running.
Are we talking a sub 70 here? What are we talking about?
Not like 72,
All right, so you're not,
71,
you haven't
72.
done the mowers. You're
No.
a sub 70 guy, right, Jay?
Well, I've got a whole nother thing, which
Oh
is
my
probably my
God.
answer to Andy's thing. Sorry. I know.
It's your.
It's my
fancy-
bougie
it's
bed.
your boodle. This guy.
to go with his bougie
His bed
socks
has
and
a
bougie
subscription.
pajamas.
Well, I'm get your question out because it's probably the answer to your question.
By the way, you usually enter REM 90 minutes after falling asleep, so that would be a problem.
There you go.
Um,
Mr. 30 minutes over here.
but
He said usually.
help me fix this problem because we crank it to be cold. So when it's really cold, it's nice.
Yeah.
So I put the covers on.
Uh-huh.
But the way an air conditioner works is once it hits the temperature, it stops blowing air. So
Right.
at that point in time, I'm too hot.
What's going on with your fan? It's a fan sitch.
See, I knew you were going to go there. It's
Ceiling
not. It's
fans.
not on.
America.
It's
Ceiling
not on.
fans in every room.
Is that you sleep with the fan
We
on?
can't turn our
My
ceiling
fan
fan
has
on.
never been off
Wait,
since I
yours
moved
is not
in.
on.
We can't turn our ceiling fan on. And Mike,
Oh.
you made a face. I spent my entire life sleeping under a ceiling fan that is on
Yes.
because it's wonderful. It's delightful. It's an improvement. The ceiling fan, we moved about a year ago, and the ceiling fan in my new house is taken from a Boeing 737. The lowest setting on that thing is going to fly away. My roof will leave. There's something wrong with it. We can't use it. It's unusable. And if you turn that thing up to high, it's just watch.
So you
just hold down the covers because it's flying off you.
We're out of here.
It's I don't know why it's this way, but that fan is like I might as well tape down the light switch.
You have like a bed that you took a mortgage out to get. So you have the bougie bed,
Yeah.
and you didn't think, hey, like maybe we just
Yeah, you changed
swap
the
the
fan?
fan out in 10 minutes?
I hate to break it to you, Andy, but I don't need no fan with the bougie bed. I'm telling you, it's because what you're talking about is, okay, you got the covers on. What do I do about the temperature? What if the bed created the temperature for you? And if you get too hot,
You sound
it
like you're doing a
cools.
podcast
I
ad
know,
right
I
now.
know. Not a sponsor.
No, you will not say the name of it.
Yeah, I will not. You're darn right because they should be a sponsor, and I will sell a lot of your product.
You know
Unknown bed. You know who you are.
You know
no,
who you are.
Say it right now, but Al will bleep it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And I'm
Yeah.
going to cover my mouth
No,
for the.
and do it like an ad, but have him bleep it out. That way they know what they're going to get.
Oh, okay. Well, listen to this.
Oh my gosh.
Is an incredible product. Not only will it help you sleep more, it is proven to add extra hours to your sleep. Heighten
Are you
your deep
saying
sleep.
you have
I'm
a
saying I have a. By
Cover your mouth, Andy.
well, yes,
God.
I have a.
Jeremy's like, oh my
By-
gosh, I have so much beeping.
Anyways, that product's incredible.
Yeah.
However hot you get, it'll cool down. Also, it's your alarm clock. We have on today's episode worst ways to wake up.
you just stop it.
The best way, it vibrates and wakes me up with a warm bed.
You want to know what your problem is now?
Huh.
Because I've seen it. Your problem is when you travel, you're miserable.
Oh, it's the worst.
Because you don't got your bougie bed.
I don't have my
You don't
bidet.
got your perfect bidet. You don't got your – you even have your travel CPAP.
Yeah.
You got the wrong – you're not going to have your magical flosser you just bought.
Oh, which is awesome, guys.
Did you buy that?
Yes, I got it. It is unbelievable.
Guys,
Yes.
this show should be called What to Buy If You're Rich.
I need another podcast, just products by Jason.
Yeah.
Jason had to go get an appointment.
With a dentist.
He had to leave work early. He's like, guys, I got an appointment. We're like, oh.
To go
Doctor
to
appointment.
an orthodontist.
What for? He's like, for this flossing machine.
I tried to not
go to
say
the
it.
orthodontist to get something to floss.
And you got it?
Oh, it is unbelievable. 7 seconds, my entire mouth flossed, all teeth. It's awesome.
And it works?
It's so good.
What is this thing doing?
Magic, I believe.
Is it a string or is it water?
No, it's water. It's a water flosser. Like, you've got the built-in
Wait, but is it
toothbrush
like
water flosser.
a mouth guard?
Yeah, it's like a mouth guard. You
put it in,
bite
and you
down,
push the button.
and then you push the button, and it streams jets through each one of your teeth holes, crevices, really
This
powerfully.
guy.
More or less expensive than your bed?
Less expensive.
Oh, okay.
That bed, that bed is a mortgage.
This guy. It's unbelievable.
Dear goodness. Where were we here? The REM
What's
sleep.
next?
The REM sleep.
I don't
seems
know.
like-
I'm looking.
Do you need REM?
Yes.
Genuinely, do you have to? Like, would you
Yeah.
die if? So
No,
you're
no,
telling
no.
me.
You won't die, but you will. I don't think you'll ever feel.
But like,
rested.
so 8 hours. If you woke up for 5 minutes an hour, you'll never REM. And you're saying you think that would be worse
Well,
than REMing over 4 hours?
I mean, think about when you have a newborn. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Right.
You're waking up like every hour. Sometimes for 5 minutes, sometimes longer. Sometimes mom has to feed. Sometimes dad's got to warm up a bottle. That type of stuff. It's because you're not getting the continuous sleep. Where I'm pretty sure you can do like a naps schedule if you wanted in a 24-hour period, as long as you're taking like 2 to 3 hour naps every so often. And one of the famous inventors, I feel like Benjamin Franklin or somebody was on that schedule.
Oh yeah. I think it was Franklin. He would
That
he'd
guy.
do the little teeny naps.
That guy did a lot of stuff.
There were people that tried to spark ideas with their naps. Did you ever hear about this? They would sit in their rocking chair,
yeah.
and they'd hold on to
Uh-huh.
like a coin or a pencil.
Yep.
And they knew that once they fell asleep, they'd drop it because they wanted to be woken immediately upon falling asleep because they believed that sparked creative ideas, like inventors.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that moment when you're falling asleep, at least for me, is like I always call it like I feel like I'm in the astral plane or somewhere where your thoughts are making sense to you, but you know that your thoughts are not making sense because it's just this weird primordial ooze going on in your brain.
What I'm seeing about Benjamin Franklin is that he followed a strict sleep
it
schedule.
maybe it wasn't Franklin.
10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Somebody did.
That's pretty healthy, Ben.
So how about this,
You
Jeremy?
didn't even have your bed.
Instead of being
Probably
like,
slept on a piece of wood.
hey, morons, you got the wrong guy. What? Find the right guy. How about that?
I'm with you.
Come on, deucers.
I believe it's Thomas Edison.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
go.
Oh wow, what a far cry.
Oh, he knew the answer.
Probably stole that idea too.
Deucers be deucing.
Edison reportedly only slept 3 to 4 hours a night, considering sleep a waste of time. But then he also used napping and a unique technique.
Yeah.
I'm doing the 8 hours. That's my final answer. I'm not doing no 4 hours. 4 hours is just plain not enough. I already know that.
If you don't get naps during the day, you cannot do the 4 hours.
And I still think I'm getting into REM because I think I'm going to continue from where I left off after 5 minutes.
You know what? I don't think you're sleeping 8 hours through the night, waking up for 5 minutes each hour, and never getting any REM sleep.
I'm with
Well,
you.
how about this? Leonardo da Vinci
Oh.
reportedly took 20-minute naps every 4 hours, known as what? The Uberman sleep cycle?
That is correct.
All right.
Da Vinci. You're going to argue with
Hey,
Da Vinci?
if it worked for Leonardo da Vinci, I mean, that guy was great in the Titanic. Oh.
Boston. There goes our last listener.
You couldn't even make it through.
I could.
He even tried to say the full name out loud to see
Yeah.
how close it sounded and
Yeah.
still went with it.
It was pretty bad, man.
You had to pull a different movie than Titanic.
Yeah.
You had to be
The
like
Revenant.
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
The Revenant.
that would have been a
what,
deeper.
Shutter Island.
What is Leonardo DiCaprio most famous for?
That is, I would think of two movies: Romeo and Juliet and the Titanic.
I think
That's because
Titanic
we're old.
and Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can.
Oh man.
Oh, and what's the stinking golly?
The Gatsby, Great Gatsby.
No, he was in that, but that's not it.
Because he was Gatsby.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
No, it's the mobby movie.
Oh.
The Departed.
The Departed.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
that
yes.
movie is awesome.
Yeah, The Departed is great.
and Wolf of Wall Street and a bunch of others.
Yeah,
What's your final
would s-
answer, boys?
Leonardo
Titanic.
DiCaprio.
You both didn't answer. That's amazing.
I'm taking the 8 hours.
Al, should we move on, or do we
Get out of here.
go for one more?
Let's move on.
Okay. Praise the Lord.
That's a great question.
I can't believe you muted my scat. I can't believe you muted my scat.
Oh man.
And
Does he have? Is his arms within range of your mute
No,
button?
I'm a foot pedal. Which,
Ew, I got him.
yeah, he could definitely get my pedal. But what I was gonna say, did
That took you
anyone
no time?
Did anyone act? Because we do a Spitballer secret. Sometimes there's some accidental footsies over here where I'm going for my pedal and I give Jason a little tap and I'm like, ah! But did anyone actually see Jason pushing the button?
No, I had no idea.
I was
going on.
pretty
You
sneaky.
could have gotten away with it.
Oh, yeah, you could have
my
let it
You
go
could
out.
you could have played full dumb of like,
Yeah,
what happened?
Oh my god.
And then
I reached over and felt his
but
finger.
the problem is
Oh.
if I did okay, well yeah,
that's worse than the footsies.
that's way worse when you go
Playing
for your mute
fingies.
button and there's a finger on it. Ugh.
It was creepy.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have worked because then they would have just fixed it in post. And I don't know if they fixed it in post, but I hope they did.
Or we would have fully stopped the show. They would have rebooted all of the tech, and you could have done it again. You missed a huge opportunity here.
All right, Sawyer from Patreon's great question. If you're in the process of cooking breakfast for dinner, are you making breakfast or are you making dinner?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Now this is the good
Whoa.
stuff.
So my initial reaction, going to throw it out there, I want to get your response. You're making dinner.
I mean,
I'm making dinner.
What's that? You're making dinner?
Yeah.
So we're both making dinner.
Yeah, I mean,
You're making breakfast food for dinner.
yes. If you're cooking breakfast for dinner,
Which, by the way,
You're
highly, I'm a huge fan of it. It was the thing as
Breakfast
a
for
kid.
dinner?
If my parents made breakfast for dinner, it was like a special, awesome, like we're cheating the system.
That is hilarious because it's so much easier to make breakfast foods than
Yeah.
dinner foods.
Dude,
yeah,
eggs, bacon,
Yeah.
toast,
So
pancakes.
If you got the
Waffles.
pre-made, yeah, just take out the frozen waffles. Does cereal count?
Oh, yeah.
So if you have a bowl of cereal for dinner, that's dinner?
Yeah.
We've had a couple of, I mean, there's been a handful of like, let's just all eat a bowl of cereal for dinner.
And
But
then
But
it is-
you almost feel like you're like skipping dinner.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I didn't eat dinner. I
It's
had
like a
cereal,
checkbox.
but I didn't eat dinner.
But you're definitely making dinner.
Yeah, you're making dinner. If I have steak and eggs in the morning, I'm having breakfast. If I have steak and eggs in the evening, I'm having dinner.
Now, if you made the breakfast food at dinner time, but didn't eat it till the morning, were you making
Oh.
breakfast?
Yeah, you're making breakfast.
right.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
This
Now,
one we agree
what
on.
about dinner for breakfast? Like if it's breakfast and I'm
If you eat the leftovers from the dinner the night before at breakfast time, are you eating breakfast?
I think it's still
that's
breakfast.
breakfast. It's
Yeah.
just
No.
the time of day.
Got a time of day question for you guys.
Yeah,
Okay?
let's hear it.
Because my son is adamant about this. Let's say you wake up, you flash back to somehow being a teenager. You wake up at 11:30 a.m. You go to your kitchen. It's around noon.
But
Are
then
you
make-
eating breakfast or are you
Oh.
eating lunch?
So this just happened.
This happens every weekend.
Yeah,
My
I mean,
son,
it happens a lot for
my
teenagers.
son slept in like my middle son slept in really, really late, latest he's ever slept in, and I bought Chipotle for everybody at like 1, and then he goes, "I just ate breakfast an hour ago." That was his response because he
So-
got up at noon
His first meal is breakfast, no matter
and
what.
he had Well, you had breakfast foods. The question is really if you wake up at noon and then you eat a sandwich, you're probably skipping breakfast and having lunch.
I think he ate breakfast. I think
You
he was.
think the
I think it's
sandwich is-
breakfast.
It's your first meal.
I
of
don't think
breakfast,
it's
no
time
matter
of
what.
day. I think it's time of your day.
Time
Like,
of awakening.
a time of awakening. Because imagine that you are on the night shift, right? You work during the night and you're awake during the day, right? So you you wake up and it's midnight, right? That's the time you are waking up. You slept all day. You wake up at midnight. Your first meal is going to be breakfast, but it's at midnight.
Is it
That's
breakfast
fourth
food?
meal.
Is it breakfast food?
You know, of course it is.
Well, then it's fine. It's breakfast.
But even if you reheated the leftover dinner for your first meal, I think they're having breakfast.
If you woke up
how
late,
much sleep was there preceding the meal?
Regular.
full
A
8
regular
hours,
sleep.
7 and 9.
If there's enough sleep preceding the meal, it's breakfast.
Yeah, I think
You're
so.
breaking the fast.
I think it is time-based, but not time
Okay,
of day.
yeah. I
It
guess
is-
that does make sense.
breaking the
you
fast.
Now,
gotta have
hold
enough
on,
sleep
hold
to have a
on.
fast.
Is that where that word comes from?
Is it- that has to be
Wait,
where that
are you?
word comes
Yes,
from.
of course it is.
Well,
Neither of you knew that?
no,
No.
it's breakfast, man. It's one
Yeah.
word.
They don't say break fast.
It's breaking the fast.
Breakfast.
The first meal of the day is called breakfast because it literally means to break the fast.
So why is it not breakfast?
It should be
I mean,
breakfast.
that's-
It should be
is.
breakfast. But we
It
should
is
say it
in many
breakfast.
ways.
Have you had breakfast today?
No, you had breakfast.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
But we should have
We're doing
breakfast.
What we do with words. We say them quickly.
You're
Breakfast.
saying that it's just because you can't say breakfast as fast? Because I love breakfast. McDonald's has breakfast till 10:30 a.m. and I think McDonald's breakfast is pretty good. It sounds so stupid.
Sounds so bad.
Maybe that's why they don't say it that way.
Yeah.
Because some guy started it and he's like, no, we
Yeah.
gotta,
How about breakfast?
let's sharpen that. Oh my gosh. Spectacular. Next great question comes from Carrie on Patreon. If all emotions had a smell, what would some of them smell like? Okay, let's just play with this.
Okay.
Anger smells like fire
Or
or burning.
you go? Are
I
you
like
going?
that. Ash?
Yeah, I mean, anger's got to be heat. Fire.
What was I thinking? In volcano. What am I thinking of? A volcano.
Soot.
Lava?
No. It's
Sulfur.
sulfur. Thank you, Josh.
Sure.
Sulfur.
gotta-
I feel like anger smells like
mean,
sulfur.
you
'Cause
are-
I
it's-
don't know because disgust,
You are burning
But
with
sulfur
anger.
is-
Disgust smells like poop.
Yeah.
which smells like sulfur.
No, sulfur
Well,
smells more
I'm
like
not
a
the
fart
sulfur
than poop.
guy. I was pushing the fire.
But I think that the anger has to have an undercurrent of like
living
there-
smell.
there's some grotesque to it.
But that's the smell of like ash.
Joy smells like sunshine or flowers.
so
What are we thinking?
What is the smell of sunshine?
See,
what? Smell that sun.
I
that
followed-
smells
It's a strong
so
point.
bright.
It's a strong point.
I followed only because I went immediately to like when you're
a
out.
meadow.
No, you just when you're out in the sun, you have your skin has a very particular smell where you're like, oh, I smell like I've been out in the sun.
What?
Yeah.
No, it
Oh,
does
That's
not.
called
Oh.
sweat.
no, not sweat.
Yes, Mike. The
You
smell
guys,
of the
you
sun.
guys need to get more in tune with what's going on with your bodies.
great
Yes.
smell of
go
the
out,
sun.
Go out in the sun, and you're not. I'm not talking about sweaty. You
It's
will
an
have,
aroma.
Yeah, you will have a
You
different
emanate.
smell.
I spend 10 minutes in the morning sun every single day. I'm a morning person now.
Yeah.
And
Before your hike,
I've never
go
ever,
hiking and smell yourself.
I did. I've never had the thought of like, I smell like sun.
You smell your arm.
I will smell my arm
Smell
tomorrow.
your arm.
Anxiety. What does it smell like? What would anxiety smell like? That's nervous energy. Does
Yeah,
is it BO?
Panic. No,
I don't think so.
Is
no,
it,
it's not BO.
Is it
If
sweaty?
if you're really, really nervous,
What's the smell
you're
of nervousness?
fearful. Man, that's a tough one.
I don't have a good one.
Okay,
for that.
while you think about this, the quote "smell of skin after being in the sun" is often described as a warm, slightly sweet, and sometimes it is definitely slightly sweet. Sometimes even slightly musky or sun-warmed scent, and is caused by the sun's UV radiation interacting with the skin's natural oils and bacteria.
That's my
Okay,
guy.
so
That's my guy.
just to be clear,
That's my
it is
guy.
it either smells sweet or musky. So it could smell like anything because those are opposites.
But they're not saying anything. They said two very distinct smells.
Two very
Smell it. To me,
different-
it's sweet.
It's you do smell
Yeah.
sweet and sometimes even slightly musky. It's a little mix.
I'm telling you, you will smell
Envy.
sweet.
Envy, I think of green. What smells
Yeah.
green?
grass.
Envy needs
Envy stinks.
It needs to be a darker smell.
Smells
'cause
like
it's-
money. Just
Ooh.
dirty. Smell where you're like,
Oh yes,
there's been
Dirty
so
money.
much grossness. on this
100%
money.
envy smells like dirty money. Everyone
Yeah.
here knows what the
Yeah.
smell of dirty cash.
Now, are we going
What
dollar
about the
bills or are we
coins?
going coins?
Yeah, because coins got to smell.
Either way, the
Either
coins.
way.
The only problem is the coins. Sometimes you smell the metal.
Yeah.
I think with the
I
cash,
like that though.
you like that?
Oh, you like the metal smell?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh man,
I don't mind it.
I'm gonna write that down.
Sadness. Sadness. What does sadness smell like?
Rain.
But rain smells so
Rain
good.
smells great, yes, but sadness sometimes.
What about a
Look,
bog? Does it
this
smell like
might-
a bog?
This won't be a popular. This won't be a popular take.
Bog's
But
got to smell bad.
sometimes sadness
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah,
like sadness
afterwards.
But yeah, I mean, like a good cry. I think sadness and the rain.
I don't
makes
mind
sense.
it. I think rain can work. Disgust?
I mean, that one's pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean that's just
What is
that is bo.
Yeah. Are we
Or
did
poop.
we work through all of the different we just couldn't
Well, at
figure out
least
a
the-
smell for anxiety.
Yeah,
What? Yeah. What smells like stress?
Ooh. Yeah. What's
Is it like
The
car
s-
fumes? Like I'm stuck in bumper
I don't
to
mind
bumper
that.
traffic.
Yeah,
and
I
there's
don't
just
mind that.
exhaust.
Oh, exhaust. You're exhausted. You're anxious. I like
oh
it.
my gosh.
What do you-
On the nose. No, yeah, I'm saying that joke was on the nose.
Oh.
But it was also-
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
a good
all right,
joke.
okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good joke.
Yeah,
All right.
we were actually the
I-
wrong ones there.
I had moved on. That's a good joke.
Thank you. Well, I felt like a fool.
Is happiness and joy, are those the same?
Yep. Just make it easy.
All right, we figured it out. Okay, let's go with that's another sleeping question. I'm gonna skip that one. Hunter from IG. If we had another global pandemic and the toothpaste shelves were suddenly empty, what ingredients are you buying to DIY a toothpaste alternative? Oh, because we've had like the last pandemic, it was
Right.
toilet paper. That was gone.
Yeah.
It was. Here's the funny thing. We're 4 years from when it began. More than that. 5.
Yeah,
going
5.
on 5. There were like 1 or 2 major runs on toilet paper where nobody could get it anywhere. People were buying it on eBay.
Yeah.
So I literally have probably 2 containers of toilet paper that is horrible toilet paper.
Oh, I know what you're
and
saying.
so I
like
bought
a
it.
one ply
Yeah, it was like a
because it was
one.
all you could get.
It was all you could get. I mean, I've even got a second funny story where I bought some on eBay and it came.
The
and
tiny rolls?
And it was miniaturized.
Oh yeah, they got you. Oh,
They
I got
me.
I
They got me with mini
Hold
rolls
on.
of toilet paper.
Hold on.
We're
So-
talking tiny butts would be the only thing that
Are
could
we
use
saying
these.
like normal cardboard tube? Just
Yes.
small roll,
no, not
or the whole
The
Everything
thing?
whole,
is-
the
just
whole
shrink
thing
it.
was shrunk.
So
it was
it
like
doesn't
a
even-
toy.
for a dollhouse. I mean, it was like
But the picture looked like
it was, and we got tons of them.
the picture.
I mean, tons of them.
You know how many you could fit in a box?
Yeah.
Because you would be on Amazon and you'd see 24 rolls of toilet paper with the picture of these rolls. But you can't tell that
Yeah,
they're
man.
smaller.
We both got
Yeah, we did.
We got tiny toilet paper.
Yeah, and
I've never even heard of this.
But
it makes so much sense.
Yeah, so and it would come wrapped in like the worst packaging from somewhere in mainland China that shipped this thing off to you.
that's hilarious.
But I have a couple old toilet paper rolls from like one ply that we never used because it came back in stock. But let's say toothpaste goes away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like, do you just go water? Do you go like
No,
baking soda?
Coconut oil. Baking soda's good.
I feel like that'd be a thing, right?
Coconut oil is a thing that people
Yeah,
do.
I feel
They
like
do
I've
that with their
heard
teeth. I
It's-
feel like
yeah.
getting oil out of your mouth would be.
No, it's really, really good for you. You take coconut oil, which is kind of what consistency is
Oil.
coconut oil? It's not.
It's a gritty goop.
Yeah, it's like a.
It's straight up
Plasma.
oil.
No, but it's not. No, it's not oil in the sense that like.
I've used coconut oil. I mean, it's
But
just,
it's not.
It's almost
Co-
waxy.
Yeah,
Depends on
yeah.
the temperature.
coconut oil is
yeah.
not.
If you get it cold,
It
it
can be
can
more
it'll be
solidified.
more like a wax.
when you get it out of the container, it's always a wax. It's not like an olive oil
I
that
got what you're
pours
saying.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
But coconut oil, you take like a little glob, you swish it around your mouth for like 30 seconds. It's supposed to be really, really good for the bacteria in your spit. That's what you
So
should do
you
with it.
got the flossing machine, so you had more time during your routine to do the coconut oil. thing.
Exactly. It's got a name. It's like a coconut. No, there's a name to swishing your mouth with coconut oil. But
That's for you.
It's called oil pulling.
thank you. Polling, yes.
Josh is on fire.
Man, when you're that old,
This
wisdom
research, man.
is. I mean, wisdom
He's
is.
on the Google.
Is it? Where was that? Google?
Oh, you knew that one?
My wife does it all
Oh,
the
your
time.
wife's pretty crunchy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baking soda is what popped into my head right away. If I could grab that and mix it with
Don't
water.
don't people put baking soda on their toothpaste?
No, they just it's baking soda. The company makes it.
Right.
Morton's.
Arm and Hammer.
Arm & Hammer.
Arm & Hammer makes it, yes, but
but that's a more of a toothpaste mixed with baking soda,
yeah.
not just straight baking soda.
What can't baking soda do?
Baking
I feel
soda
like
and vinegar.
Sustain us.
I feel they're like, hey, baking soda could take care of that. Just get some of that. We'll do it.
That's how I feel about vinegar.
You know you can.
Dude, vinegar is
it's
like
magic.
It's a miracle.
It's
why
magic.
Why don't we use?
It doesn't get big press because it don't make big checks.
Yeah, that's right.
Now baking soda, by the way, you can just.
I'll bet vinegar
I'm not-
could fix your teeth.
This is
I
not a
bet it
recommendation, but like
Yeah, no, I'd
you
probably burn
100% can just drink a glass of baking soda.
See,
Drink
I
a
told
glass
you.
of baking soda.
Yeah, probably.
You can't drink powder.
It's probably Alka-Seltzer.
When you mix it with
Okay,
water.
well there you go. You can't. Well, you got to specify that.
I do not.
It wasn't.
You
a
do
real,
for me.
Nobody
not a
else
big
in the
leap.
planet were going to be putting dry baking soda in a cup and trying to drink it.
because that would be eating it.
Yes, but that
He said drinking. It was implied.
Mike is
All right.
look. I've had to do that before for like really bad heartburn. You can do that.
So it's like Alka-Seltzer.
It's yes.
Yeah, what can't baking soda do? I bet you're like, hey, I'm feeling under the weather. Go soak your feet in some baking soda. You'll feel better.
You
I bet that works.
Baking soda bath yet?
Yeah,
Oh man, your skin's getting wrinkly. Rub some baking soda on it.
probably.
Yeah.
Have
What
you
is-
put it on those cold
what is it?
sacks?
What if you put baking soda and vinegar together?
No,
That's either
That's the
got
volcano.
that's the volcano.
Wait, no, for real?
Yeah. isn't it?
Yes.
Is that the ingredients that?
They
Yeah.
mix
Yeah.
it together.
Yes.
You don't know? You never made one?
No, I know that there is that thing, and
This
I think I
was a
did it when I
pre-made
was.
kit.
No, I think I did it when I was a kid, but I didn't.
If
That's
you
baking
fill it
soda
with
and
baking
vinegar.
soda and then you just pour vinegar in
Yeah.
it,
Okay, so the
Yeah.
two independent chemicals that
Yeah.
are unbelievably perfect.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the
they do it
science
all.
teachers are dying.
Those two things are so good by themselves that it's too strong if you put them together.
Are you dying, Papa Josh, as a biologist?
It really is killing me right now.
If you swish,
They're chemical opposites. That's why they both do a good job on both ends of it.
if you
Incredible.
swish baking soda with vinegar in it
Ooh.
in your teeth, I mean, how clean are they?
All your teeth have exploded out of your mouth, so
no,
they're-
that's what I
you
thought
pick them
about.
up and they're going to be so shiny. Look how clean that tooth is.
All right, we figured it out.
Man, we are dumb.
I think it's time for us to take a break and draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
Sometimes we talk about geography on the other podcast on accident,
Uh-huh.
and people enjoy the fact that we don't know it very well, especially Jason, around the country about where things are. And the best part of that is we will talk about the geography of places we've never been, and then we will all settle on
The
we-
answer.
that we figured it out, and
Right.
the answer that we settle on will be wrong
Well,
often.
That's like,
that's what people
that's
say.
your opinion, man.
Yeah, that's their opinion.
All right,
I'm pretty sure we're right.
We are drafting the worst ways to wake somebody up. I've got the 101, despite the fact you didn't hear my scat very well. And I'm going to go pretty chalk here.
Okay.
I think that the chalk worst way to wake somebody up, it's probably something you're picturing in your head already. It is an air horn at point blank
Yeah,
range.
air horn is the number one on my list.
Ooh, not mine.
I'm going air horn. I just feel like it is consistent. You're not going to – there's no messing it up. You're waking the person up. They're going to hate you for it. That's the point of the draft. Mike, you're up.
Yeah, air horn was the first one on my list. Yeah, oh, and you have to do that.
Yeah.
If you just go with "Fwink," that's no good. You got to wake them up. I'm going to go the bucket of cold water.
Yeah, that. I mean, have you ever been woken up that way or woken
I
anyone
have.
else up that way?
No, because I am a civilized human being.
So when we were coming up with these lists, Andy and I think, had an easy time. Mike was struggling, and I think this is because you think of yourself as a civilized human
Yeah.
being. You're not a
Yeah.
prankster.
no.
You're not a gag guy. Me, I'll hold Andy's mute button down and get him so good.
Right.
Yeah.
Charlatan.
And me, I'll put poison in your drink.
What?
Yeah. Gotcha.
You need the antidote to the poison you just drank.
But yeah, I had fun putting this list together. Thankfully, my one-on-one is still there.
It's going to be a fart.
Oh, it's a fart in the face.
I knew it.
It's a fart in the face, man.
That's pink eye.
That's why it's a bad way to wake up.
Look, that's more of a fringe. That's a fringe choice.
Oh, that's that. I mean,
You've got to think about what you got to do to accomplish that.
oh,
One,
it's very easy.
No,
walk to the side of the bed.
No, you're anticipating.
Turn around, blow wind.
Their face is not necessarily facing the outside of the bed. If it's facing upwards, you're telling me I don't want to picture you climbing up on this bed.
You're not doing a full squat?
I'm not doing a full squat.
Imagine waking them up mid getting ready to fart on them.
Yeah.
That's a real awkward situation.
I genuinely believe.
Go back to sleep.
I genuinely believe.
My big squat's almost done.
You're ruining this. You're ruining it. I genuinely believe, and I'm saying this, of course, hypothetical. I have never and would never do this.
You would do this, but you may never have done it yet.
Yeah, one of those things was true.
Yeah, one of those things was true.
If not both.
But if they're laying on their back and their face is not facing the side, works just fine.
You've got that.
Works just fine, man.
You got coverage.
You just go near enough and you give a little. And
you know what the real joke about that is what if you don't wake them? There's just something worse about you go in, you fart, then you walk out, and they just breathe it for a while they're sleeping.
Yeah,
that's the punishment.
And then move on with keep sleeping.
Oh man!
Did you, Jay? Were you involved in as a youth hitting people with like the power sit up? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that?
That doesn't strike a bell.
No, that reminding anybody. Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
The power sit
Strike
up
a chord.
where
Ring a bell.
Yeah.
You multiple people have to be in on the con, but you have like someone lays on their back and you hold like a towel or sheet over their head and like try and make them like do a sit up, and so you're pushing against the force of someone holding you down, and then you go, hell, your turn to do it, and then you quickly move the towel and that person goes face first into a behind.
Oh,
you guys never heard of this
No,
one?
but that's nice.
I can see it, but
Yeah,
no, I never did.
Okay, so you were not involved in that, but now you have a new move.
Yeah.
Kids, try it.
Jason went fart in the face. I have air horn. Mike, bucket of cold water. Jason has the second pick.
I am going to go with hiding a scary clown next to them. Okay. So we've all seen. If you haven't seen these videos, they are awesome.
Now, I mean, point of clarity. That's not going to wake them.
No. But I mean,
You got to wait on it.
You wait on it, or you can just
That's scaring somebody who's awake.
you wake them up with a clown in their face.
Okay.
Is the point?
Okay.
You can wake them
Okay.
up however
So
you want.
You're kind of nuzzling.
I'm just saying.
Nuzzle?
I'm just saying.
That's not a word.
The videos
Nuzzling.
where people are, they
A
wake
nussly
up,
crunch.
they wake up and they look next to them, and
Okay.
right
Yeah, I've
next
seen
to
some of
them
that.
is
Yeah.
just
All right.
scary clown or whatever, a horse's head. But you can do a million things. Just put something scary right next to them, have them wake
good.
up to that. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Mike loves that idea.
Mike, you have a bucket of cold water. What's your next way to wake somebody up?
All right, the next one. Man, which one of these ones do I go with? All right, we're gonna go. There was a popular show when we were youths of a group of guys who would do very stupid things, and it was really, really funny. And one of the pranks that they would pull on each other, they called it antiquing. Now, I'm just talking to the people at home. They know what I'm talking about. And antiquing was they'd get a whole fistful of flour and then just spike it at the person's face.
Yes.
Because it wakes you up, and then the person, like, you look like a statue.
Yeah. Oh, I love this idea. I love this.
So
yeah.
a fistful of powder.
Yeah, so it's
of
called
flour.
antiquing.
Wow.
Oh,
so,
man.
But that'd be terrible.
That
Yeah,
would be
and
awesome.
there's a whole giant mess.
The draft is the worst.
Yeah, no, that
the
would
worst way to
that
wake
would
someone
be-
up. Slap them with a fistful of powder. That's fantastic.
Okay. Well, I'll go with I'm gonna go with a mariachi band.
Oh,
that would be so awesome.
No.
No, it would
no.
not.
Yes, it would.
You're now
That would be sick.
incoherently half awake with 4 strangers in your room.
Be like, bro, where's the chips and salsa?
I'm
Let's do
shocked
this.
that you don't love them, or that you don't hate that.
As long as it's a regular time. Look, it's going to startle me. But then I'm going to be getting down to some mariachi music.
We got to.
I love mariachis.
Yeah, apparently we do. And then I'll go with full volume death metal. We'll go full volume death metal, big speaker. Wake up, wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mike, it is back to you.
So
You've just thrown a fistful of flour into somebody's face.
You've antiqued them.
yeah, and so we have the bucket of cold water, and I'm going to go the complete opposite of this one. This one's going to take a little bit, but I'm going to crank that heat up.
Oh.
And then, because if it's not going to wake you up right away, you're going to just probably do the, it's
Sweat 'em out.
uncomfortable, and then you're going to wake up and be like, it's 80 degrees in here. This is awful.
I actually use that as a strategy for waking up during the school year for my wife and I. Like I set our,
because it sucks.
I set it.
It works.
I set it to go much hotter. 5 or 10 minutes before I need to get up, because I know we're going to want to get up, and because if it's cold and you wake up, you want to nestle back into
Dude,
bed.
my mattress, the great, it does that. So it goes like 5 degrees hotter than the room at my alarm clock time.
Imagine how many sales they'd have if they had sponsored
Yeah,
the show.
reach out.
All right, you're up, Jay.
Oh, I'm up.
You got 2.
Oh man. All right. Well, the first one is I couldn't even write it. It was so hard to write this down.
Oh no, you're going to go with it?
I'm gonna go with it.
No, it's my last pick.
Oh no, it's a tarantula on the face.
Oh, I didn't have, I had spider on the chest, but
Tarantula on the face is my exact quote in my
If
list.
I woke up in that fashion, I would go back to sleep forever.
the long
The
sleep.
long sleep. I mean, my heart would burst out of that chest.
the long sleep.
The long sleep. Good night.
The good night.
So that's the worst thing ever. And then we've got a couple different loud things. You got the air horn, heavy metal. I think worse than an air horn, because on par at least, is crash cymbals. If you
the drums.
If you're just, is that what they're called? When you hit them together.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
cymbals.
that's the cymbals. Yeah.
Yeah, the crash cymbals where you.
Uh-huh.
Just
Yeah,
one of those
that'd be
right next to
abrasive.
someone.
That'd be
That is.
abrasive.
Those are so loud and awful.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the crashers out there, whatever you call yourself.
I don't think they're offended.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
they know.
Jeremy. What would we call that person? Or do you just call them? You're part of percussion.
Yeah, I guess.
Or are you a symbolist?
It's like a marching symbolist.
Symbolist.
Marching symbolist?
Symbolist.
That feels too philosophical.
You're a symbolist.
Hey, I think you're right. So, tarantula on the face, huh? And then cymbals. Mike, you got your last pick.
All right. For the final one,
A symbolist.
Yeah.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
Or a percussionist, but symbolist.
The last one. This is a longer psychological warfare, and I'm going to shout out the late great Mitch Hedberg, comedian, for this. I'm just going to have cinnamon roll candles. I'm going to light them.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
and there are no
fair.
cinnamon rolls?
They're going to
Oh,
wake up and be
man.
like, "Where's the cinnamon rolls?" And be
Oh,
like,
man.
"There are none.
That
It was a
would be-
ruse the whole time."
That's
you idiot.
brutal. I mean, in my house, it would be like bacon candles, because
Oh, just
it's a common thing where on the weekend, like maybe someone's making.
First one up's making bacon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! If I woke
Oh,
up to the
that's
smell
brutal,
of bacon,
dude.
and then I come out and it's a freaking candle, you're grounded. Whoever it is, it's like you can't ground me. I'm your wife. You're grounded. you put a bacon candle
But
on.
walking into the kitchen, trying to locate the source of the actual cinnamon roll smell, only to find no cinnamon rolls.
That would be brutal.
Your
What a-
day's ruined.
What a great way to wake up, and what an awful way to wake up.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Because
you just-
technically,
you-
that's the best way to
you
wake
wake
Like,
up-
if we did a draft of best ways to wake up, it would be
Folgers in your cup. Swish. Oh man,
Is Folgers still around?
oh, yeah. Oh,
why
yeah.
aren't
they're
why
not
aren't they
doing so good
advertising it?
anymore. They can't be doing that great.
Like they used to be on the TV.
They've got to
all the
have
time.
some loyalists between 72 and 81 years old out there. No, You ruined what I was saying. All right. Air horn, mariachi band, blasting death metal, and I'll close it out with, look, it's not antiquing, but it's just as messy. We'll go pie in the face.
Now,
all
question.
A pie in the face.
Whipped
Okay.
cream or apple?
But are you making them do it to themselves?
Oh,
No, 'cause
the tickle the face.
Yeah. You put
the shaving cream.
You put
on
the shaving
hand.
cream in the
Yeah.
hand.
No,
I
man,
have that on my
I'm
list.
going to just
You're just pieing them.
I'm walking in, silently pieing them and walking out of the room.
All right.
All right. I like it.
Can you die from that?
No, you can't die from that. You can eat your way out.
Not all of us can.
All right. That is the worst ways to wake somebody up.
No one went with the hand in the water, huh?
No,
Oh, that's
to make you go pee-pee.
Yeah.
I was pretty through. I did the feather tickle of the nose, like keep doing that until somebody wakes up. That's annoying.
I have just tickling. Just wake someone up with tickling.
Smelling salts.
Smelling salts will
good.
get them.
Yeah.
And then ride that lightning.
I've got
Wait, you have lightning?
No, I said ride the lightning of the smelling salts. It feels like you got zapped.
Electrocution.
Yeah, the only other one I had was waking them up 2 hours early.
Oh,
That's
that's
brutal.
devious.
That's brutal because
What if you
sometimes
pulled
you
that
can't
off
get
with
back to sleep.
Pull it off with the clock switch just for the room.
Oh, yes.
Just that room.
Yeah. You're supposed to be up at 6, so you set it to 6.
Oh,
when
that's
it's
good.
4
That's
a.m., wake
dirty.
them up. They get up. They start getting ready. They come out of their room.
Yeah, that's mean.
Isn't that in, I think that's in some movie.
Someone has to have done that.
You got to get them out the door on the way to work so that when they
Yeah.
find out, it's when they pull up.
Go wait for the school bus.
What did we learn today?
Breakfast is
Oh,
not a very easy word to say.
No, breakfast. Breakfast.
Baking soda it cures all.
Yeah, and I
We need it
Should be
everywhere.
traded as gold.
Yeah.
learned that I need to protect my mute button while I scat because Jason's trying to strip the world of its joy, which smells like the sun. Goodbye.
Yes, smell it. Goodbye.
Sweet musk.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.
And we want to thank our sponsor for supporting this episode.